In today's video, I'm going to show you guitar tunings you probably never tried before, and if you have, well, it's time to revisit them because they're all awesome. It was hard to choose which song to begin with, which tuning to demonstrate with. I might as well go with the condiment on the thumbnail though, right? Mayonnaise by Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan. This might be one of my favorite guitar parts I've ever learned. I never actually learned this song, but holy cow, I'm glad I did. It's so inspiring. It's such an amazing sound and so simple to play. And this tuning, down a half step from E flat, minor major 7 chord. It's kind of what this becomes. Sort of sounds like 007. But as you'll see in this video, these alternate tunings, while they sound mysterious and weird on their own, when you just put your fingers down, that's beautiful. So you should take all these chord changes here. It's just an E major shape. And we're gonna take the same shape and pull down a finger so we're on the G string with this front finger, and these two are on the thickest strings. Man, that is just magical. I don't know, I got chills playing that, and it's so simple, so smooth, but the chord shapes in this tuning. It's a lot like standard tuning in that way, but it just sounds a little bit cooler because of these suspensions like 9ths and 11ths. By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about with all these intervals and music theory explanation, check out Guitar Super System. There's an entire section on music theory that I have just revamped for you. The next alternate tuning you've probably never tried, the Karnivool tuning. So we have just a B power chord on the bottom thick strings. And then on these top strings, just standard tuning, but this is a minor 6th against this B. That is creating a lot of tension, as we can hear, but beautiful chords can result, as we know, in alternate tunings. Of course, the heavy, genty chords. And of course I'm burying the lead because the coolest part of this song is this riff. this just by breaking it up into pieces. So start with this, then add on. Then just repeat that. Riffs in themselves aren't that difficult, it's just keeping in time with the finger shifts on these half steps. In this part here, that is a little bit of an awkward one just because of the stretch. I tend to use my ring finger and forgo the pinky just because I can get a little bit more articulation with this little... When you end up barring it, hear how it rubs together? It's really better if it comes out like that. The next alternate tuning you've probably never tried is E. Every string is E. I discovered this tuning from Joe Satriani on his album Strange Beautiful Music, and the song is called New Last Jam. So the chord you can take from this song, E. I mean, you can move this anywhere. Obviously, the note is the entire fret, essentially. So when I pulled out those random improv, I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just kind of trying to play in time, and whatever happened, happened. I had an idea of where the intervals of E major-ish were. And the intro of this tune is interesting because this note is not a major scale note or even a mixolydian sound, which is what this kind of goes into. Little exotic flavor for your bag there, and of course the riff goes into this mutation of rock and roll and exotic flavors. That is just really awesome. Pretty simple, but just once you get this finger pattern down, it's really fun to rock out on. This song really goes all over the place. As you can see, there's this whole tone turnaround. But this also reminds me of, it's very Paul Gilbert because the lick is always the same, so you can get a pattern going and really sound awesome. It's kind of disorienting, actually, playing licks. You're really playing with your ear a lot, but it sounds pretty sweet. The next tuning we have is an open C tuning. I've heard a lot of different guitar players use this. John Butler from John Butler Trio, an amazing acoustic guitar player. He has a song called The Ocean, which uses this tuning. I don't know how to play anything like that, so I'm just gonna mess around in this tuning, but that's exactly why I want to show it to you, because everything just kind of sounds good. So off the bat, I see octaves. That is heavy, dude. So instead of playing a C chord in standard tuning, you can just literally play it open. I was teaching back in the day and I had a student who literally had never touched a guitar before. I would give a guitar an open C or open D, open G, any kind of open chord that just sounds awesome no matter where you bar your finger. And that is the essence of a tuning like this. Our next tuning finds us in open F. And this is a popular tuning used by Jimmy Page. You know he was going to be on this list of alternate tunings. He experimented all the time with acoustic and electric, but mainly acoustic we had to work in here. That sounds familiar, right? Bronier Stomp? How do you say that one? There's another version of this song that's much more mystical and honestly more difficult, I think. But this is no walk in the park if you want to play it correctly, especially just this romp is what I would learn. So again, we have a really nice foundation here for just sounding cool. Drawn a lot from pentatonic shapes. Obviously, we're in a major pentatonic sound. If I were to take something away from this tuning, it's just this vamp. Can use some pentatonic shape. There you have it. Alternate tunings you've probably never tried before, and I hope you enjoyed them. Please check out Guitar Super System if you're learning more about the music theory, how these things work together and why they sound the way they do. And I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, keep tuning.